Hey guys, WhatiF here, and welcome back to NASCAR 2003 for race 2436. We're going to Bristol, and I feel good about this one. Like, I feel good that there's a chance we may not win. That's why there's light in this room, because I have hope. That's my hope, that we can just not win. I'm still gonna try. I'm in a weird spot because if I really didn't want to win, I would just I would just start simming races. But I want to still go out and give it my 100%. So when I actually do lose, it feels earned, like an earned L. Doesn't make any sense, but this is the state we're at. That's the car we're running with. I'm okay with that. Our point situation, it went up. Actually, I don't even think it went up at all because Dale Jarrett, I think, finished second, led the most laps, and we tied for points. So it stayed the same. So there's all that with that particular section. And there's really not a whole lot else to discuss. So let's just jump into it. Thank you to my Tier 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube member support channel. Perks, you get early access videos like this, as well as other stuff, as well as channel emotes for when I live stream. Thank you, as always. I really, really appreciate it. Let's get into Bristol and see if we can somehow, some way, repeat the success that we did in the spring race. Car setup, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, just default as usual. And that's really it with that. So let's just have MRN and friends take it away.
It's nighttime here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and we're ready to go racing under the lights. It's the Sharpie 500, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. This is one of the most exciting tracks in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. So many cars, so little space. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, Joe, a lot of these teams don't like coming here too much. There isn't a whole lot of room out there, which usually leads to a week of work in the body shop. There probably won't be a single car at the end that doesn't have at least a scratch or two. Some going to be much worse than that.
After finishing second twice to Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the Busch Series Championship, Kenseth beat him out for Rookie of the Year in 2000.
And he did it without qualifying well. Despite only 2 top 10 starting spots, he posted a 14th place points finish and a win and 11 top 10s.
Dale Jarrett has a string of top 5s going.
Well, his team is real excited about their success so far. In fact, I believe they'll have another top 5 race as long as he keeps his car out of trouble.
How about the consistency shown by Kurt Busch?
Oh yeah, to have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive. It can often be the difference that wins the championship.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice introduction there with Matt Kenseth. Very good stuff. Ricky Rudd on pole. I mean, maybe he'll have a good day. Jeff Burton with an alternate scheme. Alright, car did a little wheelie there. But yeah, here we go. So, the most important thing on the start is just try to just keep on the bottom. Not hit Mike Skinner. Like, already starting off on a bad note. This track is just notorious for the AI just being pretty quick, or just obviously flying around here very fast. I can't talk and drive at the same time, apparently. Why was I able to make any of that work on off the racing surface? I truly don't know. But yeah, that's not really the start I want. So the plan is just to pit early so I can undercut everyone getting into pit road. So I think that will help out a lot. There's no weird caution glitches here, so should be pretty good with all that. So for all intents and purposes, it should be just a green and clean race. I just have to get up to the field fast. I kind of monkeyed around too far with all those cars back there and still failing to nail the corners still. Bill Elliott is giving me a completely open bottom lane here. We're not taking advantage of it. Now we are, but yeah, every spot, every bit of track position is so crucial, considering the fact that everything is just, everything accordions up and bunches up so much. More contact. Some of that wasn't even for me, so that's nice. Yeah, the goal, I think if we could just get around to 20th place before the pit cycle begins, I think that will be kind of what we will be able to accomplish and be fine. There really wasn't any type of crazy people up at the front that have any chance to stop us. I guess stalling the field, stacking them up or anything, so that's good. Some races are kind of like that, some aren't. Ricky Rudd's competent enough, so he should be able to hold the lead. Can I get past Ken Schrader? It should not take me this long. Thank you. Okay, we got her. We're going to get by him. Same with Ward Byrne here, who's going to probably stay up high. We'll just peek down low. And there we go. Beautiful. Just so important to try to nail the corner, hit your marks, gain all the time you could possibly get. And all that. A lot of action, so I'm probably not going to be cutting a whole lot of this because every lap we're doing something, we're passing someone. But yeah, we're just chopping them all off one at a time. And I will say, every time I come back to this game after a few days, because it's only been like 3 days for me, but it's always nice to just get that sensation of just how much these cars feel weighty when you drive them. If you go to Heat 5, they don't really feel like that. They feel like a 2,000-pound car versus like a 3,500-pound car. So I always appreciate that. Sherry Nadeau just did not hold the bottom. We'll just take that spot pretty easily. Same with Casey Kane, who is giving me a lane. I poked my nose in there. I did a Heat 5 thing, but we got the spot. P30. Frank Kimmel's again. Frank Kimmel's. What the? I was wording it like as if it was like food. I don't know. Kimmels and bits. I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Ooh, I don't want to pass Biffle up on the high side. But he's acting like he's trying to pass Andretti. But it's okay. Set him up here. Get to the inside of him. And perfect. Got the spot gained. John Andretti is the next one up in sight. Nice alternate looking scheme. I like Hamburger Helper. Good food. Haven't had it in a little bit, but makes me want to have some. And that's P27. Craven's not holding the bottom lane. We'll just take that spot. Same with Michael Waltrip. I backed off that whole corner to make sure I didn't hit him, and he still scraped the wall, but we're good. I didn't even make contact with him. Marlin back here, again, just continuing the narrative of just a horrific season. Why on earth did I enter the corner like that? Again, the steering is just, when you're not used to it, it can really throw you off. When I was practicing, I was tapping the stick a little bit with the steering, and it just veered me to left, so I had to be really careful with it, and I just wasn't careful enough that time. So that was a little stinky type of situation. Why am I saying that now lately? I don't know. Not the first time Kurt and Spencer had beef, but I made it happen. It just happened at the second Bristol race and not the first one. There we go. Nice off turn 2 to the inside of Benson without much of a problem. I'm going to pit on lap 22. That was what we're doing in the spring race, which seemed to work out pretty good. A good send in the corner, I'll say that much. Usually it doesn't always work out, but that was about textbook. And there's our second place comparator, Dale Jarrett, just running 20th. He's pitting apparently. I had no idea he was pitting. Literally just turned left. But yeah, we're pitting this time by. So we basically got to about 20th places, which is what I wanted, so we accomplished that. Dale Jarrett again. Stop. What the fuck was all of that? Whatever, 4 tires and fuel out and away, and the AI are just plowing into each other. It is just chaos here on the racetrack. Yep, and we're getting held up again, so bye race. And the pit crew shit the bed at the worst track imaginable, 19 seconds. I don't know what I can say about that. Other than that is our race down the drain. I don't know. I just big disappointment on the pit crew. That is just disgusting. P40, P39. We're going to cycle out bad. How far back, I don't know, but it's going to be not good. Well, those are spots. That's P36, but we're running 20th before. But not everyone's pitted, so there's hope that we can gain a little bit more. That's still disgusting, though. There's really no excuse for why it had to be that atrocious. But it's just what I really didn't need. And Ricky Rudd's back here? How? Is the leaderboard right? Because Ricky Rudd should not be running 31st after starting first. No, okay, he's okay. Then I don't know what's going on then. Bill Elliott's for position, so there's that. I want to go down low, but I have to barely clear. Oh, he's off the racing surface. Oh, that's 3 wide in the middle. That's a bad part of the track to. That was just all of that was bad, but we got the spot barely. But I guess Rudd's still leading in a bafflingly bizarre decision to stay out this long. It's like he doesn't want to win by doing this in the manner he's doing it. It's just senseless. What is Ricky Rudd doing? Why is Shauna Robinson just, like, I don't know, Jedi mind fucking Ricky Rudd to stop? That's like the second time I've seen Shauna Robinson just lurking around the apron. Like, what was that? Is everything cycled through? We just cycled out 28th. Okay, I thought Ricky Rudd had not pitted yet. Well, I mean, just how much worse can this race possibly get with just nothing going right? And this is gonna feed into the fucking narrative that I'm, like, cheating and using, like, rookie settings, which I've never done, ever. So, that's great. That's just gonna feed into that narrative. I gotta fucking show it. I should have shown it at the beginning of the goddamn race. So now it's like, oh, now, see, what if you think Legend? This is what would happen if you was on Legend. It's like, no, I've been on Legend the whole fucking time. So much went wrong in this race for me to even be in the spot to fucking begin with. Bobby Labonte's blown up, so that's gonna be a spot. Well, this is definitely going to be our worst finish of the year. It took the pit crew shitting a bit. I pitted early to try to undercut the field, and it just basically did nothing. And now I'm going to have, like, the worst car for the end of this race. So, yeah, it just, nothing went right. Inside Dale Jarrett for position. This matters for the points. I don't know why he's running so badly. I'm having such a hard time trying to pass him. It's so sad. Well, we're pulling away from Ricky Rudd, who's dealing with lap cars, so that's cool, but I can't. I'm struggling to hold off Shauna Robinson. What is this? I guess I should not be shocked because I was like the earliest car to pit, but just like such a frustrating race to have it be ruined by, again, just something out of my control, and that's right side damage. Just trigger me more. That's a spot. Hooray! That's like the only spot we're gonna get for the rest of this race. So to my shock, we're catching people. As soon as I start talking, I just mess up, so that kind of annoys me even more. And now he's just kind of blocking, which can't blame him. I would be blocking too for frickin' 20th, but yeah, this is just, I mean, we finally got a bad race. It took the pit crew really screwing it up, because I think if we just had a normal stop and not be like 3 seconds off our estimated time, you know, we'd be in decent shape. But now we'll never really know. I gave Marlin the classic Bristol bump and run. Didn't fully work because the car's just losing so much grip. But the bomb lane's still dominant. That's still a good run off the corner, so that's going to be another spot there passing Steve Park. We're low on fuel, but we should be able to make it to the end, no problem. And that's P17. I don't know what really to say. I really don't. It's just one of those races where we finally had bad luck at a track that I usually like to race at. And all that, so just a shame. And we'll smack the wall off turn 4 for good measure, and that's a terrible finish.
Not many drivers led a lap in this race.
Yeah, there weren't too many battles up front for position. Those guys who ran in the top 5 were pretty dominant all race long.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing.
They had nothing to say. Like, that was almost as boring. I don't know how it was boring for them. It was wild for me. I mean, nothing went right. So, I don't understand that at all. But Ricky Rudd won. He was the best car. He pretty much dominated. I wish I know where the top 10 was at. I think we probably should have finished around, like, definitely 10th, because we lost 3 seconds during the cycle, so we would have been around 7 seconds back. I think 10th was like 8 points, so should have at least had a top 10. McMurray and Shane Hall just got 6th. Kyle Petty 4th. Straight up ran 4th and started 4th. And Ricky Rudd led 43 of the 50 laps. That is absolutely wild, and I got nothing. I mean, we had a slow entry. Dale Jarrett plowed into me twice because he was wanting to pit. Twice that happened. So, don't know what to really say. I guess we still, in theory, gained more points on Dale Jarrett, which is even more sad because this should have been such an easy race for him to gain points, and the AI just can't do the bare minimum of just finishing all right. So, unless Mark Martin closed on him, but I don't think that would make a difference. So, I don't know. But good chunk of people lap down. Did anybody blow up worth noting? I think I just noticed Bobby Labonte and Charlotte Robinson got second to last, which I'm sure is going to make Mike Wallace really happy somewhere out in the cosmos. Point situation. We gained 10 points. Jeff Gordon closed in, so he's actually back-ended. Mark, I think, closed as well. I forgot how far back Mark was, so I was all wrong in that assessment. And that's our normal top 10. Marlon dropped a spot to 1 to Kenseth. Rusty chilling in 11th. Ricky Rudd gets a win and comes back to 12th in points and led a lot of laps, so I'm sure he's up in the laps led category. He's led, what, 43 of today? So 43 of his 46 laps were led in that one particular race. He only led 3 laps up to this point. That is... damn. Wow. Well, we're just going to wrap this up. I'm just upset. Oh, before I actually do anything, this is my fucking settings. It's on Legend. I literally cannot change it. Season settings cannot be changed after each season year begins. So, there you go. It's always been on Legend. Always has, forever, and will be always. So, don't understand why we're thinking I'm not on Legend. I guess it just comes from people that just have no idea how this game works. But, there you go. Bristol was just a special circumstance where going into Piro was wrong because we lost time because all the AI were checking up, stacking up, and then our pit crew dropped the ball with like estimate how it's supposed to be like 16 seconds. It's like 19. So there's just everything went wrong for that to happen in such a way. Big shout out to my tier 3 Patreon supporters today for Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carey, Max Link 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for his support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It does me a lot. Always goes a long ways, so just thank you as always for the continued support. I'll see you all next episode, Darlington. I know we're not going to win that because Darlington was pretty tough in the spring. I think that was one of the few tracks where I used tire pressure adjustments, but I don't think I need to do that anymore, so yeah. And then after that, we're going to be kind of back on a winning streak of winning Richmond and New Hampshire, so those are going to be pretty easy. So I guess we got to enjoy these L's while we can. Just wish, you know, I just wish I can lose in a way where it's not the pit crew destroying me. That would be nice. I'd rather lose just because I wasn't the fastest, like Darlington, for example. Unless we're way better than we were earlier in the year, then I'll just prove myself wrong. I don't know anymore. But either way, I'm done. See you all later, and have a good day, everyone.